So I've been trying to behave lately and not let my blood pressure get high, yelling about video game topics, but Sony, you managed to make me mad. You're gonna allow developers to charge for patches on the PS4 Pro? What?! Yes, folks, you heard me right. But before we get into that, let's cover a few things first. First off, if you're not a fan of this style of video on the channel, be sure to check out my game room tour by clicking over here. It's probably more suited for you. But Sony, you're out of your minds, man. You're out of your minds. And let's get a few things straight. I'm not a Sony hater, okay? I own a PlayStation 1. 2 PlayStation 2s, a backwards compatible PlayStation 3, and a PlayStation 4. I own games for all of these systems. I purchase PlayStation products. I'm not a hater of your system, but this PS4 Pro, ever since it was announced, rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't think it was a good idea. And I didn't really like the Xbox One Type S either, but the Xbox One Type S has one thing going for it, and that is 4K Blu-ray player. The PS4 Pro doesn't offer that, whereas the Xbox One Type S does, and at $300, it's not a bad deal. So if you're trying to get into the Xbox market and you want a 4K Blu-ray player, it makes sense to get this thing. It makes sense if you're an Xbox One owner to potentially upgrade because you can still get a pretty penny for your Xbox One system. The PS4 Pro, though, just doesn't really scream that to me. As a PS4 owner, I have no reason to want to upgrade to a PS4 Pro. You're basically telling me I have to choose between something like virtual reality, which you're heavily touting, that still isn't very impressive to me, and a PS4 Pro. Now, why should I upgrade to a PS4 Pro? Because there's slightly better graphics, there's slightly better textures, there's a slightly better frame rate, and of course, there's a Blu-ray player. Oh, wait, there's not a 4K Blu-ray player on it though, so let's scratch that off the docket and just say you get slightly better game performance. That's all well and good, Sony. That's all well and good. I think there'll be a very small market for you there. I don't really foresee many people upgrading, but now you're just kind of, basically what you're doing is you got a new chew toy and you're just ripping it to shreds and you want another chew toy, because here's what you're doing. And this is fact, this is off the official FAQ for the PS4 Pro, is that can developers charge for patches that upgrade a current game? So for instance, a game like, let's say, I don't know, give me something, Grand Theft Auto 5. If Rockstar decides to do a patch for Grand Theft Auto 5 to take advantage of the added horsepower of the PS4 Pro, can they charge for that? Yes, yes they can. Any third-party developer can actually charge for a patch that increases the performance of the game from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro. And continuing in that same sentence, Sony goes, well, you know, we're gonna allow it, but none of our first-party titles will take advantage of that. Like, so you're trying to make yourself out to be a good guy, but you're not, because you are the company that is allowing for third-party companies to charge for patches! Charge for patches! And let's look at modern games. How many games do you buy on day one that require a patch because there's a game-breaking bug or there's glitches out the ass? Now you have to factor in that companies can be like, you know what? Well, we can release this game and then say that we're gonna include a patch that'll increase the graphics, increase the frame rate, but actually, if a PS4 Pro owner wants to actually play the game, they'll have to upgrade it. They'll have to get this patch and we could charge money for it to fix the glitches and stuff like that. Because if you honestly think that developers are nice, honest people, 95% of them are not. 95% of them are not. They are looking for the money. They are looking for the dollar. That's why you have things like DLC, microtransactions, all this sort of nonsense. Remember when codes were a thing? Remember when you didn't have to buy additional costumes? You could unlock them in the game, or you could put in a code to unlock everything in the game instead of having to pay $5 or $10 DLC to speed up the game's progress. And now we're at the point where we are charging for patches to fix a game. You could say it's for graphics, but we all know at the end of the day, it's to fix your games, and you can charge for that. You can charge an extra $5 or $10. So now your $60 game, if you're in the US, becomes a $70 game just to play it. You're in Canada, you're screwed. If you're in Canada, just stop buying video games. Buy them all used, because you people are getting screwed out the ass. But this is just ridiculous. This is setting a precedent in video gaming that is just disgusting. There is enough nickel and diming, and now you're bringing patches into the nickel and diming formula. How is this fine? How are not enough more people talking about this? I just heard about this today via another YouTuber, and I was like, Wait, what? No, there's no way. And I looked it up and sure enough, it's right there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. Thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed my content, make sure you like this video. Leave me a comment down below what you think of this snafu being done by Sony. Will it hurt the PS4 Pro? And of course, subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be a little thing you can click there. Other videos to check out around me. And you know, thank you for supporting the channel. I will catch you guys next time. Sony, you're idiots. Later.